Very exciting treat this week. To do our sound sync, we have the creator of QI, John Lloyd, CBE, ladies and gentlemen. Yay. Thank you very much. Hey! Hello and welcome to another episode of QIXS, the show that is very legally different from QI, and I've been asked to stress that multiple times. I'm Alex, and I'm joined by Mike.
Hello.
And Lydia.
Hello.
So Lydia, you do research for QI's Twitter feed and also our radio show, the Museum of Curiosity.
I do, yes. I find interesting things and condense them down to interesting nuggets.
It's weird, it's a very Only Connect heavy episode this week because Lydia is an Only Connect contestant. You might champion. She's an Only Connect champion. You will recognise her.
Double champion.
Double champion.
Champion of champions.
And Mike, you're a writer for Only Connect, so really you shouldn't be allowed to talk to each other. This isn't.
Well, I mean, there's a code in quiz, isn't there?
We're bound by an honour where we would never ever discuss that.
So, quantity and quality is this week's episode of QI. Yeah. Mike, you were the curator. One question that we did in the show that we had to cut quite a lot of material out of was, why might it be a bad idea to remove all the dead wood from the Houses of Parliament?
So that was from when the House of Parliament burnt down in 1834, when they burnt a load of tally sticks.
I actually went to the House of Commons with Jack, in fact, a couple of months ago. We went into the Parliamentary Archives, which is in the Victoria Tower, and it's absolutely amazing. We took tons of pictures and videos. The coolest bit is you can look down through this crazy trapdoor. You sort of have to open it with a weird kind of like pumping stick. They used to winch the tally sticks, so they're really heavy, in and out of this thing. And you can see where the Queen walks when she comes to open Parliament. It was really cool. Like conceivably, you could like drop things on the Queen, like when she walks.
What would you like to drop on the Queen, Alex?
Guns, like 50-50, or get your own back.
I would try and drop a crown perfectly so it landed on top of her existing crown.
Like a slightly smaller crown.
Yeah, and see how many.
And we went in the Queen's lift, which is just like a tiny, really posh lift that the Queen goes.
How often is there's a Queen there to...
Only to open Parliament.
One of the things that came from the research is there's so many ways of describing quantities. There's so many different units of measurements, and some are really bizarre. Do you fancy a quiz to find out what these quantities measure?
Yes, what are we going to call it? James, you're the format person, what are we going to call it?
Absolute unit.
Absolute unit.
Okay, so it's quiz.
It's a quiz. So here are some units of measurement. Basically, just tell me what they measure. Let's start off with a butt.
A butt.
A butt. What do you think a butt measures?
Oh, a butt. A butt.
Yes.
It's like a old-fashioned word for like a quantity of ale or something.
That's very, very good.
You get like a water butt.
It's just the size of somebody's arse.
Well,
so the average person has one butt, and then if you have a really, really large bum, then you might have like 1.5 butts. Okay. It's like bra sizes.
But Lydia, you were correct. Do you know how many gallons of ale you would get in a butt?
7.2.
108. You were close. How about centre porn?
Centre porn. It's hot. It's porn with humans. Half horse, half people. Right?
It's out there.
Centre porn.
I was thinking more like centipede porn. You know, they make like panda porn for pandas. Centre porn is for centipedes.
Oh, that's so sweet. And also gross.
To do with chess. Because it's porn as in P-A-W-N. Okay, and what it is, if you play chess online, you will have a scoring system to see how far or behind you are from your opponent. And the analytical engines go to one point something or other, and the point something or other is called a centiporn.
Do you reckon there's chess porn?
Absolutely massive market, surely, for porn puns out there.
Like the rook turns up and he's like, "Oh, I'm here to take your bishop," and then like,
And then they get really forked.
Okay, what do you think a rick is?
A rick. Is that the amount of time that it took somebody in 2010 to be Rick rolled?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
It's a way of measuring firewood. One rick is a pile of...
Do you mean stick?
No, it's rick. One rick is a pile of wood, 4 feet high, 8 feet wide, and 16 inches deep. 3 ricks are recorded. Well, here's one way you might be able to guess Morgan.
Freeman. It's the amount of weight and gravitas that comes with somebody's voice. The perfect voice is 1 Morgan. So I have 0.8, whereas like 0.2 Morgans is like a really shit voice.
I went for Piers Morgan, and I thought it would be how unpleasant you can be as a human being to other people.
Think of Morgan in a different language which isn't English.
Morning.
It's the approximate amount of land tillable by one man behind an ox in the morning hours of a day.
Oh, that's cool. That's really nice.
And it's 0.856532 hectares And in South Africa, it was the official unit of measurement until the 1970s.
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Isn't that great?
That's really nice. I love that. Jack, who is filming, told me he plays like Ultimate Frisbee because he's cool, like all of us. And he told me that there's a. Do you actually have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? This is a standard international Ultimate Frisbee. It holds a certain amount of liquid in pints. Guess how much it can hold?
Maybe about, like, no more than a pint, like
Pint?
2/3.
Okay.
It's not even going to. I mean, that's not even going to be a pint, is it?
Shall we try?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Mmm. Okay, that's 1 pint.
1 pint, but
That is pretty much half to 2. It's getting full. I mean, this is our 3rd pint. That's crazy. That was in a Frisbee.
in a Frisbee.
That's amazing. Are we going to drink it? Thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll be back next week to talk about quads and quins.
Yay!
Right. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can watch the final episode of Series Q on Friday the 14th at 9:30 on BBC Two.